Hello everyone, it is Tiff Twinkle back here with another video for you. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. So I'm going to give a bit of a backstory as to behind why I'm doing this video. I thought it would be a very interesting video and something different from what I usually do. So I figured, why not? I started taking more photos this year, doing more photography and that. The only reason I started doing more photography and that was the fact that my friend Performing Arts wanted some photos. I'd never done them before, so I figured, why not? I'll give it a crack, sort of thing. So now I started doing photos. So I figured for this video, I have a bunch of photos that I took while I was down in Melbourne, and I wanted to see or show how I edit these photos with my stylings and that. Not necessarily it's the right way or anything. This is just how I edit them, and this is how I usually do it. Obviously, as I said, this is subjected to everyone's opinion, so this is definitely not, I'm saying this is how you do it. This is just hey, I just wanted to show you how I edit these and just show some of the photos that I have taken. I don't consider myself a pro by any means. I'm definitely not in that realm of photography yet, but I've taken some photos and I just wanted to show them. So we're going to try a different setup today for my channel. So let's transition to my YouTube setup on my OBS, because I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be using Lightroom to edit my photos. So transition, and let's get this underway. And we are back. As you can see, I've switched up my setup. I've got my microphone and that. So basically, this is what I use for when I stream, actually. I haven't done any Twitch streaming in a while. There were some complications with my ISP, so I haven't been able to stream. But this is usually what I use. I use OBS, and I have this cool decoration, banner looking thing that I have in the background, and I really like it. So we're gonna get into me editing the photos in a second. I'm just setting up everything and make sure that everything is done correctly. And yeah, it's going to be very fun and very much different from what I usually do. So for those that don't know, before I start with editing the photos, I'll show what I actually use as a camera setup. So this has been the camera that I've used now on my channel and that for the last 3 years, which is now turned into my photo camera as well, which is the Sony A7 Mark III. At the moment I have my vlogging lens on it, which is the 24-70 Sigma. And then recently I've also gotten this bad boy in here to test out, which is what a lot of these photos were actually taken on. But that's this bad boy, which is the Sigma, what is it? The 85 1.4 DGDN E-mount lens for Sony. But just look at that glass. So that's what I used for most of these photos that you'll see once we hop into Lightroom. And then sometimes I will switch to 50mm on this, because I don't have a 50mm prime, and sometimes I'd rather get away with using this than as opposed to using a whole bunch of primes and then I have to carry them all around. I can get away with this, and this is still at f2.8, mind you. A few of my photos with Performing Arts, when we were shooting one of her Circus Ellie shoots, I used this. Majority of that shoot was just done with my zoom lens. That was it, and they turned out really awesome anyhow. So, but yes, we're gonna get over to the screen now, and we're going to get into this editing. So let's go. I love being able to do this in OBS because now I just have the transitions built in. I don't have to worry about them in post. But yes, no. So yeah, I'm using Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom, whatever it's called, Lightroom Classic. As you can see, I've got my my histogram, all my edits and all that. I've got my smart bins and all that sort of stuff. So this is just an example of one of the photos that I have taken previously. I took this at Oz Comic Con when I did the cosplay showcase with when I started filming on the Sunday, because I didn't end up filming on the Saturday. I wasn't as confident, but now I'm actually really confident to do more of these things. But this is just an example, but just the amount of detail that this was shot with the 85 1.4 as well, mind you. Yeah, 85mm 1.4. Just a lot of the photos that I took at Oz Comic Con, they turned out really great. Another one of my favorite shots, obviously, it's performing tarts. I know probably people are still getting sick of that, but it is this gorgeous photo of their Jester Lavore touching grass. But yeah, no, just the amount of detail that I managed to get out of this image, I was like super shocked with how like crystal clear it turned out. It's one of my like all-time favorite images now that I've taken. Only second to where are they? I need to actually find their image. I can't seem to find it. Interesting. Maybe if I go back to library. Oh yeah. Actually, funnily enough, is this photo right here of that Gremlin Child cosplay. They are an awesome cosplayer, and I just took this photo of their marquee from Love Life. Yes, I know the Dead fandom, don't fucking at us or at me or anything, but yeah, the amount of detail that I got out of it, it was just like such a stunning photo. And even like some of the other photos that I took as well on the day, this one of Tala Trent on their Instagram, go give them a shout out. I even got this. It's a little bit blurry obviously because Photoshop sucks, not gonna lie. Like Adobe pretty much sucked, but it's the only good photo editing app that I've got at the moment, so I'm just gonna use it. But yeah, so this is just some of the photos that I've done, but now we're gonna actually move on to PAX. So I took a whole bunch of photos at PAX, except for the Saturday because I was in cosplay the entire day. But we're gonna go over to PAX. And we got some photos here. I've already edited a couple for my good friend Oni from Melbourne, Oni Meow. This was of their Kokomi from Genshin Impact. So I took these photos. Where's the other one? Like I took these photos. I didn't have to do that much editing with some of these photos as well, which is the benefit of these. Like I just make minimal edits. Maybe I'll bring like the highlights down a little bit more to bring the image back to focus and that. But yeah, as you can see here, like this is just some of the edits that I did to get this, which I shot this on a whim. It worked. I ain't even mad. But yeah, so some of these photos may look exposed, like overexposed in that, but they are actually kind of nice. Like, not gonna lie, their Kokomi was awesome as well. But yeah, we're actually gonna jump into not that one. We're gonna jump into some of these ones. So this is of Performing Tarts again. I'm sorry. This is of their Keyleth. They didn't have their horns, unfortunately, because the way that they were telling me that the horns were working was the fact that the headband didn't want to work or something. So yeah, we're gonna choose from the best of these. So I think I'm gonna go with this one, this third one here. So First thing I always like to do is change the white balance of the image so that I can actually get to what the actual white balance was. So I use the side panel there to show what it's going to look like. Okay, it's a slight adjustment, just ever so slightly, not too much, but we're liking that so far. I'm going to bring the exposure down ever so slightly. Like, as you can see, not even that much, and it's already looking a lot better. And we're going to increase the shadows just ever so slightly. Increase the blacks of the image. We're going to remove some of the highlight just ever so slightly, not so much. Increase saturation ever so slightly. As you can see, I never do too much processing or editing. The only things that I like to do is make sure that I have my my profile for the lens on for lens correction, which it does here, the Sigma 85mm 1.4. And then I just do maybe a slight little noise reduction, just ever so slightly. like if I went full ball, it looks very very how do I put it, like fairy-esque, I guess we'll call it. But yeah, you can see that even then it's like I don't really need this. Like, it really doesn't need it. But yeah, no, I as I said, when I do these edits, it's so that I don't have, like, I try and do everything. I shoot everything in photo, I guess, like in camera. So I line everything up. I make sure all the colors are right, as much as I can from the get-go, depending. But then I end up with this, and then I don't downsample images unless requested. But most of the time the photo apps accept them anyhow, like Instagram, Twitter, and all that, so it really doesn't matter. Unless you specifically want it for a certain size, in which case, sure, I'll resize it. But I really like the look of that already. Like, and I don't even have to do that much. I did like a basic edit. Like, maybe I'll bring the vibrance ever so slightly up. Maybe I'll bring the greens up, I guess. By the way, I will have all these cosplayers tags in the bottom right of the screen when I'm editing them as well. So definitely go give them a check out on their socials and that, because you know they're awesome cosplayers. Yeah, it's just like I don't like a lot of editing, like not what other people have done. I'm just going to export with previous, and I just need to make sure that that actually happened correctly. I will cut that up. Oh, perfect. Okay. You can't see it on the screen. I don't have the capture up at the moment, but I'm just having a look, and just already I'm already loving these images so far. So I've already edited a few images as well previously, so that you'll probably see the edits in them. I'll gloss over them ever so slightly, but I am getting all these up for the cosplayers as well. Let's see. There were a few Lady D photos that I really liked. So this is of my gorgeous friend, Divine Summary. It does look underexposed. I do get that, but yeah, no, I will fix this up in post. It's fine. First thing I like to do, white balance, and it already changes so much about the photo. Not gonna lie though, this the weather for this Friday of PAX, I'm not going to lie, it was absolutely shocking. All right, so we're just going to increase we're just going to decrease the shadows. We're going to remove some highlight as well so that we can see the back. We're going to bring up we're going to change up the green ever so slightly because I know what the green is like there. And it definitely is not that. But yeah, we're just going to change a few things around. But I really like this. I found this tree that no one was really using at the time. And then I was like, oh, I want to use this tree. So we did. But yeah, as I said, not that much edits. I bring up the shadows though, because I like get rid of the shadows basically roughly, because I noticed that the photo wasn't as good as it was originally, but now I've made it actually better. You can see the details of the hat, you can see the details of the trees and all the bark and all that, and it looks better than what it was before. But yeah, it just looks stunning. Like it's not too overly done. I have done myself actually. I've done like a really over processed photo. I'm not gonna lie. I'm also just gonna quickly. Yes. The rule is that everyone gets a derp photo with me. I don't care what people say. You get derp. I don't care. It seems out of focus, that one. Oh yeah, that does not work. It's not as bad. I have an idea for this one for later. But yeah, this video is not going to be like too long as well, by the way. This is only going to be a short one. I'm just going to like touch over briefly like how I edit photos and that. So we're going to do the white balance. Remove some highlight ever so slightly. Bring down the exposure, bring up the vibrance ever so slightly. Okay, that looks good. We're going to bring up the blacks, up the shadows so that you can somewhat see the details of the hat. Okay. Yeah. This is this is honestly like it's not a chore or anything, but like I really do love it. Fucking Yas Queen. I don't even have to do that much with this photo. It looks good as it is. God damn. Like even with that, but whoops, go back. Okay. So we're just going to bring the highlights down. Change the green. Oh yes. It's just a fun thing, like being able to take photos now. Like I never thought I would be able to do something like this, because I don't have I have very low confidence in myself. I'm just forewarning that everyone's probably going to be like, you take good photos and that. It's like, look, sometimes I feel like I do, sometimes I feel like I don't. It's all luck of the draw, in my honest opinion, because I definitely am not. I'm definitely not great at that. But yes, no. I am just loving these. Yeah, that was the best one out of all of them. Oh, and then I had these ones. I forgot about these ones. We had a lot of fun at PAX. PAX was like one of my favorite conventions that I went to, because like I got my friends to come down for the first time, which was Performing Arts and Divine Summary. We got them to come down. Like, they were so overwhelmed with like how much stuff was there. Like, there was like, they were just like, oh my god, like, this is like insane. Which is true. Like, PAX has so much to offer in terms of that. Alright, I think we're good there. We good. We Gucci. But yes, no. As I said, I'm just gonna edit like these day one photos, maybe some day two photos. Just keep it nice and simple, because as I said before, like, it's so great to like take all these photos and that, but then you also get caught up in like, I have a full-time job, so I don't get to. So I should have edited these a lot quicker, and I do apologize for that, because like I can't help it that full-time work is a priority basically for me, because like, as I said, this is just for a hobby and, you know, for fun, and I can cheat, by the way, with that. I'm not even sorry, Divine Summary. But yeah, no, it's always like, it's always one of those things where you just like, you're just like, oh, you know, you should do this full time. And it's like, look, if I do it full time, I want to be able to sustain myself first before I go ahead and do that. So yeah, all right, we're gonna focus on Performing Arts' photos now. Oh, that's cheating, and I love it. That's cheating. I feel so bad, because sometimes you can actually like copy like previous yeah, so like, sometimes you can actually copy it and it actually turns out well. That actually is a good shot, I'm not even gonna lie. Maybe I'll just, I don't even need to increase the. That's actually a good photo. Oh, I feel as though this is cheating. This is just like this is just actually cheating. Yeah. I really hope that oh, this photo was cute. I really like this. Like I think Performing Arts just found a random flower and it was just like, ooh, flower. So but yeah, so we're gonna export that one. I'm sorry, you get the funny photo too. That's your dirt photo done. You wanna buy some flowers? Okay, so I can't do it with this photo. So first thing I'm gonna do with this photo, obviously everyone knows what I'm gonna do. White balance. Okay. First thing is always a must is white balance for me, because I'd rather have the correct white balance than not have the correct one. Especially if I accidentally change a setting on camera, and then I don't realize until later on. I would love to make sure that I have the right white balance. So, all right. So we've done that. We're gonna do exposure. In this case, I'm gonna bring it up ever so slightly, to counteract the fact that it was really dark when I shot these. Well, okay, not dark. It was overcast, and I really was super annoyed because like I ended up having to. So I use a ND filter on the front of my camera for when I do video work. So I had to take the ND filter off as well. Actually, wait, what did I shoot this on? 85. Oh, I shot this at f4. That's why. Okay, so I shot this a little bit darker so I could get all of Performing Arts in focus, which is fine. We're gonna remove some. We're gonna increase the shadows and decrease them. I'm gonna get rid of some of the white and the highlight. Now it's blurry on our face, but almost fine everywhere else. It's still fine when you shrink this down to Instagram, Twitter, and that. I'm gonna bring up the green. That actually looks really nice. Is this one in focus more? Okay, this one was actually focusing more. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy all this over to here. That's better. I'll give them both anyhow. All right. God damn it. Pose for me. Pose for me. Pose. All right. I want to see if I can copy a previous settings. Okay. Yeah. It's not so bad. It's not so bad. There we go. That actually looks really good. Like, yes. I think I tried to get... Did I try and get her... I tried and I just got cut off. I'm super mad. It's actually a good shot too. But yes, for most of these, copy and paste, like it does work for like most settings, because like you end up shooting like so many in like tangent that, you know, it ends up actually working. So, all right, let's have a look. I think out of these photos, so that's another thing too. Whenever you take photos, take as many as you can in that short span of time. So like I know for a fact that I take at least 4 or 5 of the same pose, just because like I don't want to run into a scenario where one shot was out of focus more than the other. And then it's like, okay, I've wasted all my time trying to do that for absolutely nothing. So then with this, I at least know, that actually, the color looks great. Like with this, at least I know for a fact that, hey, the photos are correct. What was this one? Why did I do this? I don't even remember what this one was for. I really do not remember this one. Mind you, I feel terrible, by the way. These photos I did at PAX. This happened back in October. And then I had my camera in for service and I forgot I left my SD cards with them, so I didn't really have the photos. But they didn't format any of the SD cards, so thank fuck. Just some of these photos, like, they actually... That's more centered. I always like to do like... Yep. Okay, that one was blurry. That's fine. Oh yes, Step on Me, Lady D. I completely forgot about this one, so we're gonna quickly do this one. Bring up the exposure of it so slightly, lessen the shadow. Just mummy. So yeah, we'll bring those up. But yeah, as I said, when I edit photos, just always make sure that you're comfortable as well, like both you and the model. Oh, this Coco Me shot. Can I use the previous edit? This one. It's a Genshin cosplayer with a League of Legends freaking lanyard. How dare you? I seriously loved this photo set of what I did. So I actually shot this on a whim. I actually also managed to get a lot of these shots first go as well. So... but yeah, as I said, you see that I probably have a whole bunch of the photos already done. That's because like these photo one of the photos in this photo set was like I had to get it to Oni straight away. So thank you so much, Oni, for being a wonderful model and also putting up with me trying to get these photos. But I think these turned out like super fucking great. Like, export. Okay, so that was the same one. We tried to do photos without the reflection. It didn't turn out too bad. There was like a slight reflection. All right, I want to see if I can actually bring this back. First thing I always do, I always bring down the exposure because I can already tell that I overexpose this photo like too much. So we're just gonna do that. Bring back some of the blacks. We'll increase it to about there. Okay, that's not so bad. That actually is not that bad. Yeah, I just feel as though these photos, they actually did turn out well. These were the start of the reflection shots, which everyone seems to like these ones. I don't know why. I just like I haven't I have a thing for these. Like, they just look so great, especially when you use like the environment to your advantage, like properly. Oh, and then these were blurred. I hated that. And then I wanted a close-up of said subject, which is fine. Fix the green. Tiny bit of noise reduction. Ever so tiny. Don't ever use too much noise reduction because you don't want the photo to end up looking... Like, you don't want to have the photo looking ridiculously smooth, and it's like, that definitely does not look legit. I have seen many photos in my time of people who overuse the what's it called? The noise reduction. I'm going to bring the highlights down for this one because definitely highlights were definitely shot out on this, which is fine. Oh, here we go. What did we do with you? What was this one? Alright, that one was good. You can copy and paste the settings because there is no shame in that. How did this one turn out? Oi! What is going on here? Oh, this one actually wasn't a bad shot. Wasn't bad, wasn't too great. It was more focused down here than it was up here. It's ever so slightly different. So maybe we'll increase the noise reduction by a tad bit more, just a tiny bit. As I said, don't ever do too much. Cool, we can export. Then let's see. Oh, we tried to do so. I remember the story behind this photo. We tried to actually get photos of Oni in the rain. Did not work out to plan. I can tell you that now. Definitely did not work because we tried so many times to get the photo and it just did not work at all because the rain would stop and I was super mad. But yeah, a lot of these photos I can just copy and paste the settings with because like it just so happened that we took the shots like so nice in advance. Maybe I might bring up the blacks so that, or increase this so that you can actually see the subject's face. Bring up the contrast. Yeah, I think we're looking good. I'm actually almost done with day one of these photos because so as I said, I am not a professional in any way, shape, or form. I am definitely not. It was definitely more. Why so glum? It was definitely more on the fact of I was just trialing new things, and I didn't want to screw up as bad, if that makes sense. Like I wanted to at least like hope that people had some good content to post. And plus, like, also on my I have a productions account now on Instagram. Go give that a follow as well. I also have it linked on my card down below. I mainly post the photos that I have taken when I'm at conventions, because I like I as much as like I wouldn't mind posting them on my main Instagram account. My main Instagram account I want to keep for like fashion, you know, tutorials and that sort of stuff, or like just any sort of TikToks that I make, and I share them to Instagram. Your Apple Watch, Oni. I swear. But yeah. That's actually pretty much day one done. Done and dusted. That's surprising. Yeah, alright, you know what? We can keep going, because I'm gonna cut this video anyhow. I'm gonna cut this video anyhow. We might do day 3 photos, because there's one photo in there that I really like. Alright, we're gonna do day 3. We're gonna start all the way from the back with my friend Megapolin. So go give them a follow as well. I took this of their maid Lisa on the like literal first shot. Like literal first shot. And I just copied previous settings because I had to use one of the photos for the video. But yes, holy crap. Because like we tried the first one. Oh, actually, I'm gonna give this photo as well, because I tried to get it before, or just when they let go of the side of their dress. But unfortunately, it did not work. Ooh, okay. I gotta change the white balance on this one. It was actually such a beautiful day on the Sunday of PAX. It was actually such a gorgeous day. It was like so it was just so it's just so nice. Okay, I'm gonna keep it there. Not gonna lie, like, as I said, doing some of these photos, I'm actually genuinely surprised at myself some days, because like I never think I would actually get these photos. But no, again, thank you to all the models, by the way, that I took photos with on the day. You were all so awesome. And it's just a refresher for me, because like I didn't want to cosplay this time around. Like I did the one cosplay, which was Star Guardian Ezreal, on the Saturday of PAX, which I organized like ages ago. Oh yeah, that's so gorgeous. Oh my god, even this one. But yes, let's see. Alright, we're gonna do a quick white balance check. Seems to be good. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the exposure ever so slightly. Increase the shadows and the blacks, increase the whites. We'll bring the highlight down, bring the contrast up. And the saturation and vibrance ever so slightly. I'm gonna change up the green so that it's more green, because that field was green, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, that is actually a stunning photo. Oh yeah, is my profile on? Always remember to have your lens correction on, unless you don't want it, in which case, if you turn it off, yeah, which doesn't even look that bad. Like, sometimes you don't need it, sometimes you do. I'm actually going to keep it off for this one. Okay, so let's have a look at these other ones. Okay, they're all the same pretty much. All right. Oh. I'm not going back down there again. Okay, so bring the exposure ever so slightly down. Yeah, I always like to make sure that I don't blow out the backdrop or anything like that. I have done that before on one of my own photos. Actually, funnily enough, this looks gorgeous though. Also, if any Sydney cosplayer or just any cosplayer in Australia in general would like photos, and they go to like a SydneyCon or they go to Pax or something along those lines, fucking hit me up. Like, DM my Instagram. You know, we could definitely organize something. Oh wow. Okay, that's stunning. Oh my god. That's pretty funny though, I'm not gonna lie. So what happens if I leave the lens correction on? Alright, cool. Alright, and I think we're done with... Hang on, are we? No, we're not. There's one more photo and I just saw it just then. Is it this one? No, that one. It's that one. That one. Alright. I think I will keep this video a little bit short and sweet, but I just wanted to show how the process of how I edit photos and what the process is going behind them in terms of, like, you know, how do I edit them, what do I edit within that. Just always be comfortable with the subject, and then, you know, you don't need an expensive camera to do this either. The only reason I have it was because I wanted to learn the skill of using this behemoth of a thing. But yeah, you 100% don't need that. My recommendation is that always start small. Just get some of your friends to be the model. It's always great to have your friends be the model than as opposed to random people that you don't know, because then obviously that comes later on. Like, you start to build up and know how you do things. But I just hope that everyone found this video like super helpful. I know some points might not have been helpful. But as I said, I try and not edit photos like too much, but obviously that's that's everyone's. That's like everyone's got a different preference. Like not everyone's gonna be the same. So I just hope that people see this as like, I'm not saying this is like the best way to do it. This is just how my workflow is at the moment, and because like I don't like to edit that much, the photos do turn out great. I'm not gonna lie. But yes, I hope that everyone found this helpful. Hang on, let me just do this. But yes, I hope everyone found this video helpful. I'm going to cut the video short here because I don't want this to be like a 4-hour freaking video on how I edit photos for cosplay and that. I just want to keep this simple and brief. Just try and have fun with it. Don't do that much post-processing unless like, you know, you need to do like removal of stuff, or, you know, just stuff like, you know, fixing up someone's pimple or something. You can do small stuff like that, but don't ever, my honest opinion, don't ever overdo everything, because it really doesn't help like the creator or the model or the cosplayer, because then, not gonna lie, I've seen people that have over edited photos and I don't think it should have been a thing, but that's just my honest opinion. Not saying that it's like gospel or anything, that's just how I am. So I hope you all found this enjoyable and hopeful. Hopefully you take something out of this. But yeah, hit me up and let me know what your main things are when you take photos. Even if you take photos on a phone, like I have a Google Pixel, and I've taken some pretty good photos on this as well. It's always not about like how much gear you have or whatever the case may be. It's just how you position things, how you work around things. So yeah, I just really hope that you all like this video. If you want me to do more photo editing videos where I can even just do it in silence and I just edit the photos or something like that, let me know. I'd be curious to see that. Or let me know if you want me to do more like behind the scenes stuff of when I shoot these photos as well, because I could potentially do these as well, depending on how we go. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'll see you in the next one. Go check out all my socials down below. Also go check out my photography Facebook and Instagram account, Tiff Twinkle Productions. Go give that a follow. I will be posting as many photos as I can from that shoot. From like any of my shoots that I do, I'll just be posting them there. So hope you all stay safe over this holiday. But yeah, just have fun, everyone. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.